All right, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Nieces and nephews, the congregation. Today we're doing something fun, something I've been really looking forward to for a long time. I just never pulled the trigger because exhaust ain't cheap. Well, it's cheap. It can be cheap. The ones I got today weren't really all that expensive. When I bought the Road King, it already came with these Vance & Hines slash cut. They sound okay, but it's still got the stock head pipes on. And I always said if I'm going to change the exhaust, I'm not going to bother with just slip-ons. I might as well do the head pipes too. The biggest reason, that damn catalytic converter in there. We're gonna get rid of that. Because I had so much trouble doing things on my own since I moved over here to DeLand, we recruited some help. We enlisted the aid of Wonder. Hell yeah. Actually, he offered. And he said he likes coming over to DeLand anyway. He's got some friends in the area. I can't imagine this takes very long since we're doing a whole replacement. Who knows though? Those are famous last words coming from yours truly. But let's get started. Let's see what we got. All right, I got ahead of myself. What would an exhaust install video be without a before and an after? So this is a cold start before with the Vance & Hines tapered slash cut. That's what it's called, tapered slash cut. It's not bad. All right, let's get going. All right, boys, not that I know 100% what I'm doing, but I do know, and I asked Pedro here off camera, the best way to get those O2 sensors off of the existing exhaust is not to try to f those nuts while it's on the bike. Instead, you remove this black and the white plug and pull off the whole exhaust. It comes off a lot easier. Encouraging words. When the guy that you know and trust with your motorcycle says this is a really good exhaust system, that's always good to hear. So what did I get? I bought the Cobra Speedsters with fishtails. It's a 2-to-2, 2-to-1-to-2. I don't know how it works. They claim on their website that it has 2-to-1-ish performance, even though it's a dual exhaust system.
Yeah, it's a true dual, you know, it seems.
True duals, but we couldn't go just with a plain old true dual. Now that we got the apes on and that beautiful color with the white walls, they're kind of like yellow walls right now, but we'll get to that one day. We had to go right here, boys. That's it. Hell yeah. You guys are going to see at the end, but these are not the really long 39-inch fishtails. These are going to come right out the end of the bag. They will protrude from the back, but not way out. That's too much. It's a little bit more than what I want on the exhaust. I want to keep it a little bit cleaner while still maintaining that little bit of classic look. So without further ado, we'll get back to the disassembly and then the assembly. All right, first things first. The clamp that holds this bad boy on. Now this hardware is going to be a lot easier to take off than it would have been a couple of weeks ago because we just had the bars put on and we had to disassemble. Yeah, so, oh man. If I had planned a little better.
Oh, we talked about it. It could have happened.
Yeah, we would have done that at the same time.
Got that loosened up?
It's off.
What's up? Well, here comes the pain. Removing this sucks. Yeah, it's pretty rusty.
Look, shiny and brand new, huh? There's no rust at all on this exhaust. Until you get to there. Look at that. Good Lord. The bike is a 2014. The guy probably put those on right after he bought it, and then that's it. All right, boys. This is 100% all-American badass Harley Davidson has been fluffy. I'm calling the FBI. Yeah, look at this teamwork. Look like the pit crew for Lightning McQueen over here, man. So what I'm taking off here very slowly is this one of the clamps that allows this cross pipe to come off. Yeah, loosen up. There we go. See, this teamwork. That's what I'm talking about. You know what you cut zip ties with?
What?
Dikes.
You went old school with that one, you know?
What, dikes? What do you call them? Cutters?
Yeah. I like that. I used to work with some old-timey people, and that's what they called it.
So we call them in the Marines.
Marine?
Yeah, those helicopters. Yeah.
That explains a lot.
So what I'm doing here, guys, besides playing with these dikes, we're getting ready to pull these plugs here because these are going to put the new exhaust on. Well, when we take this off, it's a lot easier to get those O2 sensors back on. White goes to, white is front.
Yeah,
White.
usually it is.
Yeah, white is front.
It's fun, dude. I love it. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna move your peg out of the way. Just enough for us to clear and remove the exhaust. But I already loosened up all these because you need to like be able to move to get to the clamps without scratching them.
Yeah.
So yeah. And we're working over here with some interesting tools.
Why are they interesting?
Because we're not. I don't know how to say this, but I work with.
Yeah, so inviting a professional mechanic over to my garage and working off of my floor with half-ass tools, but that's his. That's his carry with him toolkit tools. That's exactly the kind of shit that I take with me too. I mean, not that I have any other better tools
The
anyway.
perfect thing is the ammo box. If you can't fit everything in an ammo box, you're taking too much stuff.
That's been working out pretty good.
I like the ammo box because I just throw it around and just throw everything in there. Got a little first aid kit in there. Got some wire just in case something burns up, and got a little Harley old school kit here with all the stuff.
Ammo box actually looks like it'd be a little better than that tool roll, but I will say the tool roll is nice. It goes pretty compact. I ain't trying to sell you nothing. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
So
Look at that.
This is super tight over here. I've done numerous trips. Oh yeah, it's already breaking loose. But you just use this and you push it down and there you go.
You guys missed that because I wasn't recording, but he basically used a redneck socket set or a crescent wrench and his hex bit for leverage. I've done that plenty of times with two wrenches on each other, but I don't think I've ever done that with a...
If it holds, I mean, you can put your foot on it. Like, I hate to say it, but most of the YouTubers just pack so much stuff. Like, what should I take on a trip? Most of the YouTubers just go a little bit off the rails with what they pack. Because we do live in America. We're not in Africa. We're not in South America.
Oh, I don't take shit.
You're not in Russia or Australia. No, you have a Walmart gas station at every corner. So you don't need to take extra gas. Unless you're going to do Nova Scotia or maybe Alaska. But when I see all these YouTubers, like, oh, they pack so much stuff. It makes me laugh. You know, and they go to this fancy campground and act like they're in the wild camping. And I'm just like, bro, do you even ride? Yeah.
What I got from all that is America is great because we have Walmarts. That's what I
Walmart's
got.
at every corner, bro.
That's what I heard.
You need underwear?
It's like,
You just take what you got and then you stop at Walmart and buy it and then throw them away. Don't wash it. Throw
That's
them away.
it. Okay, so I've actually been hounded by my wife on many occasions because of how light I pack. I didn't show you guys what I packed. The last trip I took, unfortunately, it's December now. The last trip I took was back over New Year's with Jack. But I didn't, you guys, I don't think I highlighted what I packed. It was 3 days gone. I packed one extra pair of jeans. I did pack clean underwear for the whole trip. So 4 clean underwear and 4 clean socks. But otherwise, it was nothing. It's just a bunch of room inside of an empty bag because exactly what he said. You're never too far. Unless you live like Texas and west on the south side, you're never too far from something. All right, we got the magic moment coming up. So we got the whole exhaust over here off, the cross pipe off. We got the slip-ons off over here. So all that's left is removing the head pipes that includes the catalytic converter. All right, here we go. Here's where the magic happens. My 2 favorite methods of mechanicking. We already used a hammer and beat on some shit, and now we're yanking and tugging. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. There's the exhaust. That's not even all that rusty.
Zoom in this. Zoom in and then...
Yeah, but come on, man.
And I'm gonna give you an idea.
Okay, let's keep in mind that this motorcycle is technically 10 model years old, and I bought it with 12,000 miles. So last year, so the guy who bought it probably put on his slip-ons and then rode it for 12,000 miles over a couple years and then never looked at that motorcycle again. So I get it. I don't think it's that bad. For a 10-year-old exhaust, I don't think it's that bad. But I'm not the professional at anything, so I'll take his word for it. Yeah, my Sportster 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Got it.
All right, so I offered to start taking off the O2 sensor so I didn't feel like a total useless piece of shit, but he told me how difficult they were and immediately went to work on it instead. Okay, so I'm still useless. It's okay, though. I'm chatting, I'm watching my grandson. I don't know.
You're losing it up. Just make the tool like that.
Look at that. I thought it did, unless the tool just moved by itself. Look at that. He says we're lucky. I think it's all skill.
the hammer. It's the hammer.
It's the hammer.
Hammer.
That's the skill right there. That's a 3-pound sledge, baby.
If you put the tool in and hammer, like that's the redneck way of doing it.
I'm telling you.
You should get an O2 sensor removal tool, which is a socket with a slit on it, so it goes over the wire and does that. Or a flare wrench that goes over there and gets at least 5 out of the 6 sides of the bolt.
Hey, not only are we drinking beer and doing motorcycle maintenance, but it's also an educational endeavor as well. One thing that we got to that made me a little bit nervous is those little exhaust flanges did not come with the new. They included a lot of shit in this bag. Why not go ahead and go all the way and put those damn things in there? Thankfully, though, he just pulled that snap ring out. And is this snap ring?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little. It keeps it in place. It goes in here and keeps it in place.
Okay, so
they're not completely destroyed, so we can reuse them. I can like hammer them back into place.
I see.
So goes the hammer. Now, where's the hammer?
The big one?
Yeah.
The real proper hammer? I don't think Cobra would ever watch this, or exhaust manufacturers would ever watch this video necessarily. But come on, man, put the damn shit in there. Because now, here I am, Garage Mechanic Joe. If I would have come across that process here, I would have been flipping out right now, thinking I had to order new shit. So glad Pedro's here. So this set from Cobra is called the Speedsters, and you can buy them just like this. They also have the set that come with the fishtails. So I watched Pro Monkey put these on his Heritage. They've got baffles inside, but they're hollow baffles. I don't know if you can see in there or not. It's got the little ridges around the sides. It's baffling why they put those kind of baffles on there, I guess. All right, the most important part of motorcycle maintenance. I think you guys jot this down. Take a little note. The highlight. Another highlight. If you don't have trailer park beers, what are you even doing? Helps me see more clearly. That's how I'm able to supervise this job to my fullest extent. All right, so we put new exhaust gaskets on, and I guess the old ones, they're flat, and they get a little blacker easier. The new ones are conical. I don't know what that means, except for the shape different, but I guess we're gonna start putting this in together, so let's watch, enjoy. Look at that. That is a nice bike. And my grandson's got his GS right there too. You got matching BMWs. We can go on an adventure, huh? What? Show me something. How about that? Yeah. I see they both have BMW, huh? Thing is like they both go the exact same top speed between the two. So, all right. So what I'm doing while he's doing the heavy lifting is good tip here. Leave the plastic on so you don't scratch the shit out of your chrome covers. Inside the covers, they've got these little sleeves. You want it on the bottom? The adjustment screw on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, so just slide this bad boy in there. Leave them open. We're going to use them in a little bit. By the time we get these on, I didn't let the bike run that long a little bit ago, so it should still count as another cold start when we're doing the comparison. These are full length covers. There's a couple videos out there of it. There's not really any seams in the cover, which is really nice. It's one of the most attractive parts about this particular set of pipes here. I mean, obviously there's going to be seams somewhere, but they, from what I've seen from the pictures and videos online, Cobra did a really good job of making it to where they're hidden. All right, making real progress. It's starting to look like an exhaust system down there. Check that out. Look at that. What's going to look good? And the pipe actually looks really good. I mean, obviously the covers are going to help keep that shiny chrome look, but yeah, that's really sharp, man. That's so sharp. The pipes, the mufflers.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. He's getting there. Hey, man, but I put the clamps on, and the job wouldn't be done unless those clamps got on, so you just have to understand that. I've had very few actual jobs to do here today, and one of them, I already fucked it up. So I said that the white plug for...
different, yeah.
It's a different plug. Son of a whore. I said that the white plug was for the forward cylinder and the black plug was for the rear cylinder. Turns out that's not right. And I looked at that a little bit. When I noticed that the rear exhaust was the one that was going straight out the back instead of crossing over, that's when I realized I made the mistake. If you look at the stock one, I said the top one. I said the top one was the front one, and it's wrong. The rear is the top one. So leave it to me. If there's going to be a mistake to be had, I'm going to figure it out. So thankfully not everything is all together yet, so he's just going to swap those around real quick. But this is one of the many examples of proof on why I'm not a professional mechanic, because that's a very, very easy thing to do. All right, I had to I turned the camera off for a little while. I killed the battery, and then I had 2 jobs so far. And I've already told you how I messed up the order of the oxygen sensors. That was job number 1. Job number 2 is putting all those clamps on. I just put all the clamps on willy-nilly. Oh, I'm doing a great job. Apparently there are 2 size clamps, and there are 2 larger ones out of a whole mix of clamps that go around the actual slip-ons, the mufflers themselves. And yeah, I didn't pay attention to that, so they were kind of all over the place. So Pedro, the kindness of his heart, took them off again, and we put the right ones in. So yeah, he's getting wrapped up. We're actually almost done. I say we very, very loosely. Pedro's almost done. He's gonna get these clamps tightened down, put the fishtails on. One of us is probably gonna have to sit on it to keep it straight and line those damn things up. All right, every king wears a crown, and this is the crown here.
All right, we can't mess it up.
So we say.
Hey, yo, we found the ways.
So far, I have found a way to mess up both jobs that I've had on this whole job. All right, here we are. Finished product. It is dark. We're going to get some better pictures of it tomorrow. The wife and I are probably going to ride tomorrow. Look at that. Isn't that fucking sharp? All right, let's put it on the tripod, and we'll get an after cold start. Fucking hot. All right, here we go. Cold start with the Cobra, True Duels, Fishtails, Speedster. All right, boys, she's all done. So initially, I thought I was going to have to wait until tomorrow to go out and give this thing its first maiden voyage. But Pedro mentioned he was going to go over to OB's, which is a local spot not too far from here. It's like 2 miles. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go to OB. Basically, I invited myself to Pedro's dinner. And since he didn't tell me no, that's what we're doing. I'm not going to lie. I did take this for a little bit of a test run around the neighborhood. I have to keep it kind of quiet because it is a kind of a hoity-toity neighborhood sometimes. I already got in trouble for my redneck trailers. I will say the Vance and Hines are louder, but I'm not just going for loud. Like I said before, man, if it looks cool, it is cool. I don't care how loud it is, right, baby? Hell yeah. We're pretty much there. I've got the handlebars on, thanks to Pedro. I've got the exhaust on, thanks to Pedro. I've got the visors on. I got the white walls on. This is great, man. The last thing I need is a Serape. And I know that's hit or miss. People don't like the Serape. The big reason I want it, not just for looks, is to hide this phone mount. It'll hide it quite well. I think what's hard for a lot of people to understand is that loud does not equal performance. Oh, it sounds cool. Believe me, give me a loud race car, a loud motorcycle, any day. I love the sound of it. The stock heads on these things with the catalytic converter, I know that was just sucking so much power out of what this engine could do. And no, Harleys aren't the strongest motors. They're not the fastest motorcycles. People don't buy Harleys for that. And there's a lot of people that comment all the time, say, oh, you got a slow bike, all 70 or what? I don't care. This is what I want. I can get to 80, 90, 120 even. 80, it's about where I set the cruise control on long trips. I can sit back a little bit. I got exactly what I want. And yeah, man, this is great. This is the look I wanted. There is going to be some more performance because that cat's out of there. Cobra, I've sent them a couple of messages. They haven't responded to anything, but they claim this gives you like a 2-to-1-ish performance. But they don't say how. How? There's not really a spot where it goes 2-to-1. It's not even a 2-to-1 and a 2. Anyway, DeLand is full of a lot of older people, so a lot of them go really slowly. I don't know if we're going to be able to get on it and really hear it. It's a totally different note. The Vansenheims were deeper, bassier. This is a little bit more, I don't know, the word I'm looking for is like slappy maybe. It's a totally different sound. And because it sticks out a little bit farther in the back, it actually gives me a little bit more relief up front from when I'm riding. I do like long distance. I mentioned before that the last time I went long distance was damn near a year ago, but I didn't notice that constant, you know what I'm saying, like in my ear when I had the cruise control on. This is going to give me the sound I want when I get on it. And when I don't get on it, it's going to give me, and when it's a nice steady RPM, then I'm going to get a nice subdued sound. I have not considered taking the baffles out for now. I'm not, I don't know. I kind of like how it is right now. I know it voids the warranty if you take the baffles out of their exhaust. They have a lifetime warranty. I definitely like a lifetime warranty. I'd like to not void it. And if I take the baffles out, it's just going to be loud without really giving me any more advantage, like power-wise. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. There is a little bit more. There is a little bit more. Holy shit. Okay. It's not like huge. It's not huge. Okay. I'm not one of those guys that thinks you change the exhaust and all of a sudden I'm a drag bike. But that I know what my bike normally does when I give it throttle in that RPM range, and it was definitely a little bit more. A little bit more. That's good, man. I love it. Let's get on down to OBs. If you're in the area, OBs, you probably knew about it before I did, but I know there's a few guys out there that have told me about it. I know Sky's the limit. I know he comes to town, he goes to that spot, but, and this, I didn't even know I was coming down here tonight. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get down here. Look, any place that uses cock and balls for their logo, you could take that as a good thing or a bad thing. We're going to take it as a good thing. This is one of the local DeLand spots for bikers, right? That's a cool spot. They got live music. They got an outside bar, outside patio. You guys know how much I love all of those things. So it's hanging out with Pedro. We're going to eat. I'll give you a full and thorough review of the food here. I'll let you know how it is. I've already eaten here though, so it's kind of cheating. We'll see how it goes. All right, y'all, that's going to wrap this one up. There was some foreshadowing there near the tail end of the video with the O2 sensors, and maybe 2 or 3 videos from now, we'll have that resolved. Turns out I should not have second-guessed myself, but another story for another time. I really like how the Road King is coming along. It's pretty much done, like I said. A couple other little things I want to do to it, but nothing major. But yeah, thanks for coming along for this video, and all videos. And until next time, we'll see you later.